record button? Yeah. Okay. So again, I'm just on the bottom right of my 3D view, my isometric view right here. It's actually called Southeast Isometric, and I've made sure I've got ortho on. I've made one line right here that's 48 based off of this dimension here, and I've made two lines here and here that are 36. Now what I have to do is kind of build around the dimensions that I have, and basically I need to place these circles next. So I'm going to just kind of lay a few things out here. I know that from this point to this point is 90, so I'm going to draw a line going 90 straight across. I'm going to change that to purple and center, which I don't have loaded because I'm a scrub.
Ooh.
I didn't open the right thing here. I'm going to set my line type scale to 15 just so we can see it. Anyway, this line is 90. It marks the distance from one side all the way to the other side, just so I have a visual of where I'm kind of supposed to be. Now, from here to here is 63. Which means if I draw a line from this midpoint, which I already have, going this direction, 63. Let me move this to the back. Draw order, send to back. That's not really working that well. Anyway, I have a white line right there. That's 63. That gets me to this point, basically floating in the middle. And then I need to come down and up half of 68. So what's half of 68? There's two dimensions. 63 is this one right here. That's 68. So half of 68 is what? 34. So what that means is, from this white line, which is kind of hard to see, I need to come 34 this way and 34 this way. I'm going to erase that white line just so it's... maybe I shouldn't. I'll keep it there. Anyway, that's where my circles go. I've just placed those circle locations. So the sizes of the circles are diameter 16 and a radius 18. Okay, I'm going to copy that to the other side. Now I have the locations of my circles placed. Okay, what's half of 36? Because basically I'm already here at this endpoint. Half of 36 is 18. So I'm going to go 18 each way here and here. So that's 18 going that way, 18 going that way. And then this line comes in a little bit. I don't know how long this line... Oh, actually, it's 9. Because here to here is 9. So I'm going to just go ahead and make these little tabs there that are 9. Now, I'm going to use the fillet tool to fill it with a radius of 9. It says 4 times. That happens 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to do F enter, R enter, 9. And just fill it this to the circle. This line to the circle. Actually, hang on. Something's wrong here. Let me just fill it this. Hang on. What's up? This center line, I made 90. Oh, so 90 only gets me to here. That's my mistake. So I need to make this go out 9 more.
Oh, yeah, it's 99.
Yeah, it should be 99. Yeah, based off this dimension here. So I need to move this piece 9 more out there. Now my fillet should work. Fillet radius 9. Now I've got that little piece that's flat and then it curves into it. My bad on that. But we fixed it, figured it out. So now I'm going to erase these two lines. I don't need my center line anymore and I don't need this white line anymore, and then I can trim this and this. Okay, that's the hardest part of this drawing, I think. Well, yeah, I think so. So I'm going to join this together. What? Okay, join it together so that it's all one piece. I'm going to use the press pull tool. Give it a height of 9. Make sure up here it says hidden and not wireframe. So that's the bottom base part. From here, I have to create these 3 little things that kind of flare up. They have the same kind of graphical characteristics as what we kind of just did, so it shouldn't be too bad. But there is a little caveat to this, so pay attention here. Let's say I'm just going to make this little box. Okay, I know that from here to here is 30 based off of this dimension. So I'm going to, and then the width of this is what? Does anyone know the width of like here to here?
36.
Say it again.
36.
Why is it 36? This? Oh, that's a good point. Okay, so I'm going to make a box out here that's 30 by 36 by 30 by 36. Okay, I'm going to join that together and press pull it back 9. Now, here's the tricky part. Because my view is like this, when I try and draw a circle, basically I'm trying to draw a circle sideways, right? And my circles are flat, and I can't hit F5 to flip it. I hit F5 like we used to do in isometric view, it doesn't do anything. So here's what you have to do. Let's see, hopefully this works. When you enter the circle tool, you can type in the word circle or see enter. What you have to do is hover your mouse over the face that you want to make the circle on, and then move your mouse to the midpoint. What that should do is flip the circle so that it gets created on that face that you hovered over. If I do circle and hover over this face, it'll make it a circle on that face. Does that make sense? So when you're making a circle, hover over this face, choose the midpoint, and then the radius is 18. Use the press pull tool to press that circle back, 9, and now I've got this square and this circle that kind of intersect with one another. What do I need to do to make that one piece? Union. Join is for 2D. These are 3D objects, so I need to use the union tool. I type union, select both of these, and now I've unioned them together, but the 2D surface is still on there, so I'm just going to move that 3D object over to the side. Now I've got that baby right there. I draw a circle. In the middle, that smaller circle has a diameter of 16, so I'm going to do D-enter 1/6. And don't forget to press pull the circle through, because right now it's just a circle sitting on a 2D face. So press pull that circle through like so. That way it's actually a hole. And then you need to make copies of it, because that happens 3 times. 2 of them happen on this end right here. So you use the move tool, grab it here, put it there. Use the move tool, grab it here, put it there. And on this one, you have to use the rotate tool to rotate it 90 degrees. You can select it, right click, go to rotate, choose a base point, and as you move your mouse around, you should be able to just rotate it. It works just the same as 2D. It's the same tool, rotate. There's not a 3D rotate or anything like that. And then for this one, make sure you choose the back. Actually, it's going to be, oh yeah, the back here, and put it there. Yeah.
Okay, I missed you making the circles on the inside.
Circles on the inside. Let me undo a little bit. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. So you're here?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you want to do is do C, enter. Hover your mouse. If you hover over that circle, it should give you a nice point there to snap onto. If you've got center on. Oh boy. Well, you want to hover over the surface first, I think. And then, it's kind of like, okay, I got to tell it what face I want. I got to tell it that I want to use this circle, and then I got to float there. It's kind of like a 3-step thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then my circle should be on the correct face, and the size of it is diameter 16. Then, so that just gives you the circle there. You also have to press pull it through. Like that. Okay? All right, so I'm going to copy this, do that one more time. Move tool, this gets moved to there. Move tool, this gets moved to there. And
You left your circle right there.
yeah, but those are just the 2D sketches. Since I forgot to rotate this.
Do the Michael Jackson on that face. There we go.
Move that to, is that the right endpoint there? If you also, at the end, you're supposed to union all these together. That'll get rid of some of these lines. So union 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. And that should get rid of everything. Also move it because your sketches still remain. All right. Then, one more thing. If you're snoozing, come back to me. Come back to me.
I'm snoozing.
If you're snoozing, come back to me. Okay? We've got this thing done, right? It looks good. It looks beautiful. In here, here's what I want you to do different for this one. Notice, at the bottom right, there's a note that says scale 3/8 equals 1 foot. Here's what I want you to do. When you double click inside your viewport, down here at the bottom, there's a number. This number represents the scale of the current viewport that you are in. If you click on that, you have an option, a list of preset scales. I want you to find the one that says 3/8. 3/8 is the size that I want these objects to be. Now what happens is, if you're in that viewport and you zoom in again, see how it says 3/8 right there? If you zoom in again, that number gets jacked up. So, once you set it to 3/8, double click out of it, and that's the correct scale. Do that for all of them. So you got to double click in here, set that to 3/8, pan to the right location. You can pan it without screwing up the scale down there, but you can't zoom in and out. So double click, set this to 3/8, pan around, double click out. Does that make sense? I want that to be 3/8. That's the new item for today, one of the new items. Okay? That's 3D model number 3. Add the dimensions as shown. Any questions?
No. You have to do the whole thing.
I'll stop the recording now.